Hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. I know I am. And for you right now, I am sending you positive energy, positive vibes. I'm also sending you healing energy. So if you hear me right now, I am sending it to you. Accept verbally or internally. Just say I accept. Accept. So yeah, I've just been here. I'm looking outside my window right now, right? Because I have my mirror, my view is somewhat because the sky is pretty clear, and I could see everybody passing by, right? And I just wanted to tell everybody with the sound of my voice. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. I hope everybody's being positive. I'm sending out positive energy. Look at that heart in the back, and you're like, yeah. So I'm sending out positive energy, positive healing energy. So yeah, I want to sage a little bit. So I'm I don't want to speak too much about what I got going on because there's always someone who is in the background. Always. So I just want to tell everybody I hope everybody's having a good day, and I'm just saging because any negative energy that is being sent to me is being sent right back. So I'm not even worried about it. Um, I don't invite anybody to go live because if they're going live, they're doing their own thing, and I'm not going to go invite anybody to go live because they're doing their own thing, and I don't think it's right. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to go live, they would request me to, they would. So I'm just saging. So yeah, I've been here I've been reflecting, right, about a lot of the stuff that's gone on, like in my life. Not just my life, but like I realize like I'm here sitting here talking to the creator, and it's like, you know, if this is a testing ground, this is a simulation. If this is a prison planet, like stuff like that, right? If this is all those things that people say are, so then we're basically here for what? To uplift the simulation, uplift the vibration of this realm, simulation, portal, whatever you want to refer to where we're at right now with our eyes, right? And I just say God all the time, God, creator, whatever, your higher power, whatever you want to consider him, her, God as the higher unseen, and it's just like I'm sitting here and I'm like, so are we all trying to? I know I could tell you this. I know for me, for my spiritual, I know that I'm here to ascend and gain more wisdom and knowledge, right, in myself, my spiritual self. At least that's how I feel. I don't know what other people that are awake and are aware and are mindful. I don't know what they see right now. People say it's a video game. It probably is. That is controlled by higher powers, right? I believe that also as well. I mean, I honestly I don't believe everything, but I can believe just about any possibility that there is that that we see with our physical eyes. But whatever we see with our mind's eye is a lot different, right? It's I've been having a lot more vivid dreams. I ask for protection for those of y'all who are having nightmares or in your dreams, y'all are having someone try to come to you and have intercourse with you and give you food or whatever. Before you go to bed, speak protection over your mind and your vessel and your body because when they say that about all this stuff that's out there, like the energy weapons and all that, I totally believe that. I believe that is 100% true. I believe that the government has, ways of oppressing a lot of the chosen remnant. That's what they do, right? If there's anybody back there, y'all tap in. You know what I mean? I know there's somebody behind that. I don't know why I don't tap in. Everybody looks at me, but nobody wants to tap in. Either you're a friend or you're a foe. And if you're a foe and you're trying to do something sneaky, it's going right back to you immediately. And so it is. So I'm not worried about it. I know that there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are barely waking up. Another wave of people that are waking up. Another wave of beings that are waking up right now. I feel, and I'm if it were, it's more of you know to reach the beings that do want to know more things or want knowledge on certain things. You know, I always tell people to DM me and not to DM me to say hi, how are you, or how are you doing. No, like if you, because I check my messages. If you DM me, don't DM me for stupid things like, oh, could I give you a reading? Because I don't answer any of that. That's ridiculous. I'm no, and all that is fake. When they and I'm getting a lot of those that people are reaching out to me. Oh, do you want me to do a reading on you? No, I don't. I don't want anybody to do a reading on me. That's not. I will never respond to anybody like that. If somebody responds that they would like knowledge on something or they wanted to purchase like a candle or even energy work, y'all can DM me and I will respond. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not conceited. I'm not stuck up that I don't want to be on any of the lives with anybody. A lot of the lives, the requests that I'm getting are stupid. They just want to come out, and I don't do battles either because that's just not my thing. I don't do battles. And I don't want anybody reading me. I don't ask for readings, and all those people, the scammers that are reaching out to me, y'all need to stop reaching out to me because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not going to me. Y'all need to stop reaching out to me because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not going to ever say, yeah, read me. I'm not gonna do that. So with that being said, um, you know, I could say one thing that I've taken away from this whole journey, this spiritual journey, is breaking off from worldly things. You know what I mean? Like it depends. Like me, the worldly things would be like vices and other people, like approval of others, which I no longer care for because I'm not here for anybody but myself. Right? For me to discover myself. So I'm not here for anybody but me. And I'm not saying that I'm here for anybody but me. I'm here so I can ascend, so I can remember my ancestors and remember why I'm here and remember higher power, the one, the all, you know, the infinite, right? Because we're all a divine spark. I don't know if anybody is aware of that, but we are all a divine spark of the true infinite one. And the thing is that I know I haven't came out a lot. I did do an energy reading. I do an energy. I don't know if y'all got it or not, but I did do an energy work. I have to send it out. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to come out here and just like touch base with people. Just like I know that sometimes it could be hard. Like a lot of us are still waiting. A lot of us are still waiting for our, our abundance, whether it's spiritual, monetary, psychological, physical, whatever to you abundance is. Look at my eyes, it's crazy. Um, I myself, I'm not waiting for it because I feel it energetically. Like I feel the peace. To me, that's abundance. The peace that I feel, I'm feeling like a dramatic wave of peace, and that's awesome to me. I have peace in my heart. I have peace, and no matter what anybody says or does, they're going to try to always put get you out of character, right? That's just how people are because if they're unhappy, misery loves company. Let it be known that we are emotional beings, but at the same time, we're also we need to pick and choose our battles, as our life goes on, and or is this simulation. This, as y'all can see behind me, sorry, y'all can see behind me is my artwork. You anyway, so I wanted to touch base. I wanted to come out here just to tell everybody I'm sending every time I come out here. My intention are to send positive energy to everybody, send healing energy to everybody. And if you accept it, you can just simply say, I accept, you know what I mean? And that's really what my whole purpose is, I I'm starting to do some singing and stuff because I can sing. I have a very powerful voice, as you can tell, right? So I'm trying to do what I can to start doing a little bit of singing. I really want to do some singing to send out the positive vibrations to the people who need it. Vibrational energy work, but through my voice, and that's what I'm trying to do right now, right? Like that's what I'm trying to work on. Also doing Reiki. That's why I send y'all those. I do send those. What do you call them? Those. What do you call those? Those Reiki healing energy. When I send them, they're like 3 minutes long. I send them through TikTok and stuff, and I send those out to y'all. So, yeah, I think I did one today, but I don't think it took because I was doing it on the old phone. So I got to do that over again. And right now I am making food to take down to the ditch where I live. There's a whole bunch of people down there that I make tacos for. And I wasn't able to do it all week because I was in the middle of moving around and stuff like that. There's certain things that I'm choosing not to divulge because there are people that are trying to disrupt my flow of life as well as all the other light beings, okay? Or beings that work, whatever you want to refer to yourself as, someone who tries to do good for humanity and you're here to help humanity, however you want to refer to yourself. So do you see my celestial alien back there? Anyway, so yeah, so I'm just, like I said, I know that if I've gone through a lot of things, like I'm going to say it, like I'm going to keep speaking upon it because I didn't really know how severe spiritual warfare was till I woke up to who I was spiritually. So when I was born with a heart. I had a hole in my heart when I was born. Okay. And with that being said, I had a big old hole in my heart. I made it through it. I survived, right? I had a surgery when I was a year and a half. I survived that surgery. I no longer have a hole. I no longer even have a murmur, for that matter. So with that being said, I just want to, so as I grew up, right, going through the things that I went through, I was in an oppressed family, in a lack family setting. I was, brought up, in poverty. I was brought up, with 5 older siblings. I am the youngest of all of them. There was abuse of all forms in my family. With me, there was. I grew up to see a lot of abuse with my parents, narcissism with my parents. And to me, at some point, I thought that was acceptable because I started getting into relationships that were also abusive. And I accepted it because I was programmed to think that that was okay because that's what I saw. And I always had a mind of my own. And it was crazy because when I was in relationships, I learned how to be, I was domesticated. Like, I learned to be submissive, right? And passive. Like I would cook and clean and the guy that I was with would go work and support me financially and this and that. And I went to college for a little while, right? But I dropped out because I'm pregnant, all that jazz. And so I didn't pursue my career because I was majoring in psychology, right? I didn't pursue my career. I got out. I became like a CNA. I have a business. I have business entrepreneurship certificate. I have a business communication certificate. You see, I have these things under my belt, right? But the relationships that I had, financially, I was taken care of. Emotionally, a lot. I was, like I said, abused in some way, shape, or form, either emotionally or physically. I didn't work. I like I said, they always wanted to take care of me, and I thought that was what I should do, be taken care of because they wanted me to stay home, cook and clean, that whole bit. So I did that for a little while, and I realized that at the end of the day, when we would break up or separate, I would be left with nothing emotionally and financially. I wouldn't have a place. I wouldn't have financial security because I didn't build it up for myself. I wouldn't have emotional stability because I was separated from these, individuals. And I ended up being without anything. So I would end up like just, doing whatever. I always have been not defiant, but I had my own mind. I was, nobody. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I mean, I might offend my family, but they never helped me emotionally for shit. Like, I got no direction. My mom didn't give me direction. My dad didn't give me direction. They were too busy fighting with each other. My dad was a womanizer. He was an alcoholic. My mom was a narcissist. She was controlling, and my mom was very heartbroken over what my dad did. And I don't blame her. My dad was a womanizer. And we all might see this, and I really don't care. It is what it is. And I had to speak this because I feel like these are just things. And then when I was S8, when I was younger, and I spoke about it to my family, my mom sort of swept it under the rug and never really said anything till I was like 38, and I freaked out and I told her what happened, that it was one of my relatives. And I was crying to her, freaking out. And I was like, Mom, so-and-so did this to me, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm crying, and I'm looking at her, and I'm hoping that she's going to hug me. It's just something I have to say. Okay. So then she tells me, instead of her, grabbing me and hugging me, she tells me, well, then you need professional help. And that was all she told me. I was like, what? And I feel like this right now because it's a shame that I needed her. But she didn't have that. It is what it is. I forgave her. It's just stuff like that. Like, that stuff can carry with you. And I know I cry right now. I feel bad because at that time I really needed her and she wasn't there. I would never do that to my kids. So as I got older, I started to I started to heal myself in the way that I said, you know what, this happened to me. Okay. I forgave myself, right? And I forgave myself, even though it wasn't my fault. I forgave myself for being upset at my mom. What happened? I forgave myself for being upset with my mom. I forgave myself for being upset with my mom because the way I saw it was she obviously was treated a certain way, and she got dealt whatever she got dealt. And my mom was, not to talk about her, but she had become unattached because of a lot of the things that my dad had put her through, and I guess also how she was raised. And I forgave her because I was really upset for a long time. And then I realized that I don't know what she had been through. I don't know what she's been through, that she handled it the way she handled it. But everything happens for a reason. And then I forgave my dad for doing what he did because, I mean, he dealt with whatever he dealt with, and he chose to be the way he was because of how he dealt with his situation, whatever it was when he was younger. I was in a really crappy family, I'm not going to lie. And I chose, after I had my kids, I had said to myself, I'm never going to tell them that I don't love them. Every day I would tell them I love them. And when me and my ex separated, he took my two boys from me. And he went and because I didn't want to go back with him because he was abusive. He was very abusive. His name is Roger Ariano. He was very abusive to me. He started abusing my daughter as well, and I couldn't take it anymore. So when I broke up with him, he had told me, if you leave me, I'm going to make your life hell forever. And he did. He made my life really hard. He kept my kids away from me for years. Off and on, he would let me see them, even when I was paying child support. Off and on, just whenever he felt like it. Or if he got mad with me, I wouldn't see him for a year or two. You know, and it was like, oh, okay. You know, he was just very cold, very mean person. Every time he didn't get his way, I wouldn't see the kids for a year or two. He would do this on a regular basis. My youngest didn't grow up with me because he had his mom take care of him. And another thing is that he was getting child support, and the kids weren't even living with him. And his sister, Diane, helped him go and apply for all this stuff. And they went and applied, got me for child support. And so I was working and I wasn't bringing home anything. I was disabled because I had a lot of mental issues because due to my kids being taken, you know, just my whole life. Thank God I'm not on any medication anymore. Thank you, God. But at the time, you know, I was on medication, I was on disability, and I was getting disability checks, and I was working at a nursing home, and they were taking money out of all 3 of my paychecks. I was getting 2 disability paychecks, and I was getting 1 from my work. So they were taking money half out of all of my checks. I couldn't survive. It was so hard for me to survive. And that was another thing that I didn't realize. This man the whole time was doing witchcraft on me. So I was just like, I'm not going to say jumping from guy to guy, but I was getting in relationships for security and finding emotion right in whoever I could, because I wanted that love, I guess you could say, that I never had from my family or someone who really cared about me in a relationship. It was really hard. And as this last relationship that I had woke me the fuck up of who I was in God, of who I was spiritually. Little did I know that I had been under so much spiritual spells and attacks. And people don't believe this, but spiritual warfare and witchcraft is real. And I'm a witness to that. It is real. I was under so many spells. I had no idea. Under poverty spells. I was under so many spells. Like, you know, I was under a lot of spells. People in my family, aunts, uncles, cousins, you know, exes, friends, they were all doing spell work on me. And I had no idea what was going on until I woke up to who I was. It was disgusting to find out all the people that were in my family that I thought cared about me were actually doing spell work on me. And it's a damn shame. So now I look at it as, okay, they did this. I forgive them. I want nothing to do with my family. I don't care if they're my family. I don't care if they're my friends or my exes or cousins or aunts or uncles. I don't give a shit who you are. I want nothing to do with you. I'll forgive you, but I'm not going to be an idiot and go back around y'all and let you take my energy and my essence. That will no longer be happening now or in the future. So now that I'm awakened to who I was, and I broke out, my last 2 relationships were really bad. They were both doing witchcraft on me, and I had no idea. I mean, I knew what witchcraft was because my dad's girlfriend that he's with now would do it on him, and my mom was constantly talking about it. Who would have known how popular witchcraft is behind closed doors? Who would know how popular witchcraft runs through, you know, all celebrities, not all of them, people that are celebrities do witchcraft. People that are in occults do witchcraft. People that are religious leaders do witchcraft. Government officials do witchcraft. Exes, everybody. I mean, I don't do witchcraft, but a lot of people that are oppressed and not healed and know about other people that have, you know, the divine spark in them, they do witchcraft on them, thinking that they're going to get away with that. And you don't get away with it. So with that being said, I have woken up to who I am in the spirit. I have a divine spark. I'm walking in my divinity. Whether y'all believe it or not, I really don't care. I walk in my divinity. I stay on my throne. No one's going to remove me from it. And I don't care who you are. If you are not here to help me, elevate me, or have the same energy as me, you're not welcome in my energy. And everybody from my past is staying back there. They're in the past for a reason. The exes, don't worry. All those girls that are with my exes that think I want them, I don't want any of my exes back. Y'all can keep them. No, I don't want them. I mean, they're exes for a reason. One of my exes was going around telling the girl he was with that I wanted him, and I was texting him, and he had even tweaked the messages and stuff. And haven't talked to this guy in 2 years. None of my exes. I haven't talked to any of my exes anymore. I have been set free from all spells. People can still try to do all the spell work they want. It's not going to work. I don't care who you are. I have my freedom now. I'm free. No one's gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. I can do anything. I can, I'm limitless. Just like a lot of the divine beings, the chosen remnant, the elect, starseed, whatever you want to call yourself. I just call myself a divine being. I have the divine spark. That's all I'm gonna say. And with that being said, I'm going to pursue who I really am. I have a purpose and a calling for the Most High God, and I don't care what anybody says. It's not for you to care. I'm here speaking to the ones who are like me, and they just want to connect with real divine beings, not people that are unhealed. Now, I'm not saying that, you go heal. When you go heal, you start to find your purpose and your mission, and you start to open up to your divine side. But if you're not right now and you're looking at me just to talk shit or do spell work, I don't really care. I send all that shit back. I don't care who you are. I just want everybody to know that my life has been hard. I'm a sovereign being. I'm sober. I'm celibate. I'm celibate. I'm not chasing anybody. I'm not chasing anything. Money in this simulation is what buys you physical things, and we all need money. Like, of course, I need money to survive. I need money to breathe. I need money to sleep somewhere. I need money to eat. But that's not my priority. To me, my priority is peace, being happy, and being loved the right way. Not having to be with someone because they have money and they're going to buy me cars and houses. And even though they're going to go behind my back and have affairs with all these women and get beat up by the end of the day. And no, I'm not doing that. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much celebrity status you hold. I really don't give a damn. Because I'm not here for you or for anybody else. I'm here for me and my calling and my purpose. That is just me. Now, everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own thing to do. Hey, you know what? You do you, baby boo. But this is me. And there's no one that's going to get me off my path. No family members, no brothers, no sisters, no mom, dad, cousin, uncle, exes. One more time, I'm going to say this for the women in the back that think that I want my exes back. I don't want my exes back. Thank you for taking them away from me, because I don't want them. I don't care. Now, for all the people, all the family members, all those people that have stolen the house, the money, my essence, my innocence, my ancestors are coming for your ass. That's all I could tell you. You are not going to sleep. As long as I don't have justice in my physical, you will not have sleep or peace in your physical. Until it is rectified and whatever belongs to me and my ancestors is rightfully where it should be, you will be haunted. You will be haunted. You will be haunted. And you're probably going to lose some things along the way that you love. Because you want to sit there. You took a lot of my years. You took my innocence. You took money. You took a home. You took all that from me. And since I wasn't awakened to who I was and I didn't know what was going on, y'all thought that y'all would never get caught. Well, you're caught now. Now what are you going to do? You ain't going to do anything but have to live out your life in jail. And yes, let me tell you something. Yes, I'm pressing charges on everybody. Everybody. I don't care if it's my mom. I don't care if it's my ex. I don't care if it's my kids. If you had a hand in doing what you did to me, believe me, you're going to be prosecuted to the fullest extent. I don't care who you are. And I know that there's a lot of other beings that are here to try to do God's work. And they've also been taken advantage of in some way, shape, or form. Well, let it be known, vengeance is God's, and he's already in the process of getting all that. And just because we can't see somebody suffering on the outside doesn't mean they're not suffering. believe me, they're getting theirs one way or another. And I mean, I hear, like, when I hear the readers, I hear a lot about, like, what's going on, like that they're, these people are suffering. Da, da, da. See, I don't care about that. I want justice in this 3D reality. When I see justice, but it doesn't matter because I can forgive y'all all day long, but y'all still gotta, it's cause and effect. Y'all still gotta deal with the karma that y'all threw out. It's like whatever you throw out comes back to you. It's boomerang. Y'all really need to study universal laws before y'all start doing witchcraft on people and sending magic to people. Y'all need to really start doing y'all need to start studying universal laws, like, for real, because it's true. Universal laws, they're real. You need to look into them. So with that being said, I just wanted to come out here. Oh, I also wanted to show y'all my artwork again, in case. I just want to show it to y'all because I just wanted to come out here. I needed to talk, and I just wanted to speak because I felt like this was something that had to be done. I hadn't come out here in a minute, and like I said, I'm trying to see if there's anybody out there who needs energy work, aura healing. Also, I do heal. I can heal on my hands, whether y'all believe it or not. I have healing hands, and I also can do energy candles. And the candles that I have, I offer, like, for protection, and also, like, miracle candles, which is like if you need some kind of a miracle, or a money miracle, or whatever, I can do that for you too. Y'all just have to DM me, real inquiries only, please, because I don't really like wasting my time. So with that being said, I wanted to show y'all my artwork again. Because I just feel like since I have come to who I am, and I know who I am now, I just want everybody to know that if y'all have gifts, y'all need to show them. Because I had been oppressed for so long, I didn't know who I was in the spirit. I didn't know who I was in the Most High God. I had no idea that I had spiritual gifts. I had no idea that, I could, I could paint. Like these things that I paint right here, these paintings are, how can I explain it? These are paintings that come to my mind, like, they come to my mind, like, how do you say it? These are just paintings that, let me just show y'all. Okay. These are paintings that come to my mind. It's so crazy because there's yellow on here, but it doesn't show it in there. But this is yellow. These are all souls. You can see these are all spirits. And this is, the Great Spirit, of course. These are all spirits right here. They're going back to where they came from. We're going back to Mother, Father. This is yin and yang, as above, so below, if y'all could see that right there. And here we go with the Egyptian. Yeah, there's my altar there. So I just wanted to show y'all these pictures because this is, since I woke up to who I was, I realized that I have spiritual gifts, and I'm artistic. I can sing, I can cook, I can take really good photography. I'm gifted, and if y'all wake up to who y'all are, let me tell y'all will find out that we're all gifted if we choose to access our spirit side, knowing that we are all love. We are all born with a divine spark if we choose to access it and we choose to walk our temple path. So I got to go make this food, and I just want to tell everybody thank you. I love you for listening to me. If you're listening to me, if you're not tapped in, you're not tapped in. Y'all have a beautiful day, okay? I love you guys. Bye.